What's up, my pilots? Vloggy Poncho here. Today is January 4th, 2024. I figured we'd start today by taking a look at yesterday's comment section. People are just generally happy that I'm doing this again, and that makes me happy. I love getting comments like, where was it? Yeah, I followed you back religiously when I was a teenager, 10 years ago or whatever it was. And everybody's got oh, I hadn't seen this comment from Nerdosaurus until just now. Seeing how different you look made me think about how different I look. Having not kept up with your content over the years, I got a hesitant feeling that I've started getting when I see someone I haven't seen since before my transition. That's something that Purple Esses has mentioned to me a couple times too. Sometimes it's like, oh good, I have to come out again, But other times, you're pleasantly surprised. Theodore's paying us a visit today. Hopefully he won't show everyone his butthole. It is one of his favorite activities, though. So, well, I'm glad you're enjoying the Celeste LP Nerdosaurus. Episode 2 came out today. And the beard's looking great. That's kind of you to say, but no, it isn't. I don't know what's wrong with my face. What a horrible thing to say, but I don't grow hair high enough up. For whatever reason, it's all like way down on my neck. So once I actually lose some weight, it's going to be real obvious that the beard is under my jawline and not along it. Speaking of which, I wanted to introduce y'all to my habit tracker. So this is a sheet that I'm using. I've used it a few times before in the past, kind of intermittently. Basically, what this allows me to do is just keep track of things that I want to do every day, or a certain number of times a week, for example. And this is one of those things where even if it's not perfect, it's still worth doing. So you can see for some of these I've not even tried yet. I haven't cleaned my office at all. So for a lot of these, it's like, it just needs to be a small thing, like where it says tidy office. I don't have to clean the whole room every day. Just clear a space off, because otherwise you end up with an accumulation of junk. And doing a little bit every day is the best way to track it. The Kiss Megan item is not explicitly reminding me to kiss my wife. It's more reminding me to take a moment every day to express my love for her and my happiness that she's in my life. And, it's good for me, too. It puts me in a good mood. And then a few I'm just totally airballing. I'm really bad about flossing. I forget to brush my teeth like half the time at night. I'm good about remembering in the morning. Anyway, you can see the rest of it here. I added a row for Vloggy Poncho. So I went ahead and checked that one off for today. So in the comments there, I saw from Bow Katie Wow. That's a good username. She mentioned this Squirtle, a Pokemon-like Wordle. I've never done this before, so I'm just going to try this. I don't even know how this works. I assume it's like the Magic the Gathering one where, yeah, you go based off their characteristics. Okay. So, Gen 1. Okay, so this is a later generation. It is an electric type. Type 2 is wrong, which I guess would mean it has a second type, because Pikachu doesn't. Height is a check mark? Does that mean... I don't know what that means. Because it says the height of the Pokemon, but I don't know what 0.4 is. Is that like a percentage of all Pokemon types? I don't know. Okay, so it's a later one that has a secondary type. How about Chinchou? Interesting. So I guess this symbol means... I guess Chinchou is technically a water electric, not electric water. So this is saying electric should be the first type. Okay. So I needed something in a later generation and smaller. How about Emolga? Oh, we're getting close. Okay. It's electric flying, later generation, smaller. Watrel? Hey! Cool. Well, how many guesses do you get? 8. Okay, so we got there in half. That's not bad, especially considering I'm learning how this works. I think I'm going to struggle with this some days. I'm lucky that I remember Wattrell's name. I know it because it shows up in Pokedoku sometimes. All right, let's tackle the Wordle next. I think I might start doing the Wordle by grabbing a random word from the first, in one of the comments. There we go, video. That'll work. Because I like to start with a different word every day. Oof! Terrible starting word, apparently. Honestly, I don't mind when I get a Wordle where it's 4 grades on the first guess, because that often leads to, yeah, a second guess. That's really close. Ends in A-N-T. Well, I don't think it's shan't. That doesn't seem like a word they would use. Maybe grant. I also like to play on hard mode, which is once you have information, you must use it. So if you know it ends in A-N-T, you can't guess a word that doesn't end in A-N-T. Every guess has to potentially be the correct answer. Well, I guess... okay, shan't is not allowed. Too archaic, I suppose. How about... I wonder if... does scant? Is scant with a C? I think it is, actually. Yeah. Alright, well, that counts. We'll take a 4. On to the Pokedoku. Let's see. Today's doesn't look too bad. Oh, boy. Hisui. Okay, that's the Gen 8 region from Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I just played through once. Okay, so does it mean it had to debut in Hisui? Or that it's just in that region? Because, like, Espeon... it's not a Hisuian Pokemon. Yeah, okay. I guess it has to be debuting in Hisui. That's gonna make this basically impossible for me. Anyway, Poison Bug. How about Beedrill? How about Mega Beedrill? Water Poison. We got Tentacruel. Poison type from Hisui. See, I think, like, Toxicroak was in that gen, but it was originally from Gen 4. Did the Hisuian region even add, like, new Pokemon? I thought it just used Pokemon from Sword and Shield and, like, previous gens. I don't know. I guess I'll see when we get to the answers. Bug Psychic. Or Beetle, I think. A bug that evolves with an item. How about Caesar? It evolves with a metal coat. Water Psychic. Gotta go Slowpoke. Is Slowpoke just water? I'm gonna go Slowbro. Just in case. Water type evolved by an item. How about Politoed? No, I guess it's evolved by trading with an item held. That does not quite the same thing. How about Poliwrath? Because I think that's a water stone. Oh boy. Hisuian poison types. I'm trying to think of the weird ones they added. Is Sneasler? Is it like... it's probably ice. I don't know. Let me see. Sneasler is poison. Poison dark, I guess? I'm not sure. Hisuian Pokemon that evolves with an item. Someone will put the evolutions in there, but I guess that's technically not right. How about the one that the new Scyther evolution? Doesn't that evolve with an item like Caesar? I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna give up on this one today. We'll run. It's fine. Let's look at the stats. Cleavor, that's his name. Okay. Okay, Overquill. Yeah, Hisuian Braviary. And Weirdeer. Okay, I should have thought of that. That's one of the mounts. Yeah, I don't really like categories where there's like 1 or 2 Pokemon that fit into it. It kind of makes it harder to really pick like one of the less common ones. Of course, we went straight for Beedrill over here. All right. Oh, and I have a little update for you guys today. Poor Jasper has an injury. She tweaked her neck getting out of a chair or something. And the vet says they think it's just like a slip disc. We took her in. They gave her a once over, and nothing else seems to be hurting. She just won't turn her head to the left. So she's sitting here behind me resting. I don't know if, I guess the microphone is in the way. Just poor thing. She's all sad. Her normally sweet disposition is so muddled. She's just kind of depressed because she's in pain. But they gave her muscle relaxants, anti-inflammatories, and painkillers. So hopefully she's over there snoozing right now because she feels better. We just gave her medicine like 30 minutes ago. And last but not least, I have an image for you today. Just as another example of what doctors can do these days. This poor dog was born blind, but thanks to modern medical advancements, he gets to see his owner for the first time. So it's uplifting, honestly. I thought I'd finish on a positive note. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.